Alright, guys. During the Hermit here, back for more Subnautica. And rather than dilly-dally, I think I'm just gonna hop straight to it. Actually, I'm gonna dilly-dally. I'm such a liar. Hope you guys don't hold that against me. Before I go out, I'm gonna check my bioreactor here. Make sure it's topped off, because I got a couple fish in my inventory. Yep, perfect. Still working on that big chunk of alien feces I stumbled on. I went all the way down to the Sea Treader Path. I did not remember that the Cragfield abutted up next to the Sea Treader Path. That was a neat little encounter, because I think Sea Treaders are cool. And now we're just continuing more with gathering quartz. And I'm pretty sure I'm getting near the point where I'll have about enough. I don't know how many more of these sections of resource gathering I'm going to record. But I've done enough off screen. Ah, good. Big ones, big ones. There's a big one there. What we got over here? Another big one. How about you guys? Little ones or big ones? There's a big one there. Couple little ones over here. There we go. And thus beginneth the drillin'. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm doing fine. Or fine enough, I suppose. Had a few days of back and neck troubles. Sort of thing that happens. You don't do your stretches. Maybe I slept funny. Combination of both, who knows? Ah, the bone sharks. Good old bone sharks. Hello, friend. Quote unquote, friend. I let my scanner room run for quite a while before I came out here, and all these popping up. A lot of little ones. Could have sworn I was down this way to like clear out most of the little individual quartzes lying around, but guess not, man. Guess not. This is right, getting up near the edge of the map, I think. Lots of little quartzes. Yeah, see, here's the Sea Treader Path again, I think. I see one way down there. You see a couple way down there. I'm going for it. See several way down here. Now I'm well away from my prawn suit. I got 2.5 minutes of air. There's a little gap in the map. Ooh. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. That is a sheer drop. But look at this. One quartz. Right on the edge. Living on the edge. It's a lot way over there. Shows you how the map kind of has a weird curve around to get back to that side. Does a pretty good clearing of all the little ones. Pretty sure spadefish only takes up one spot in my inventory. He does, despite being a pretty big fish. Alright, Stompy 2, let's get moving. Yeah, they're all too far away. I'll get around to them eventually. Another time to give a shout out to the mod that gives you a little bit of a distance indicator on the scanner room blips. Again, I don't have it installed because I'm one of those weirdos doing a full vanilla run when I don't have to be. But that's alright. Not everything needs every quality of life feature included. I'm sure someday soon I'll do another Subnautica run where I have a whole bunch of mods installed. There's a bunch of really interesting ones that are out there. Take that. Let that be a lesson to all you bone sharks out there. No swiping at my Stompy 2. Stompies have taken enough. Let's see, how's my... No! I want to check my inventory. There's also another mod that lets you check your inventory from inside your vehicle. We can go on and on about mods. So to tell you all the truth, of all the cool mods that are out there, I think my favorite one is still the plain old map mod. Like if you ever want to do a playthrough where you can really explore the Subnautica map, the map mod is killer. It seems like a perfect integration into the game. I understand why the devs didn't put a map in themselves, but having one is just a neat little touch. There's a lot of aspects of the map that you might not understand just by being in it. Kind of a forest for the trees sort of thing, you know what I mean? Alright, a couple little guys here. I missed one over there. I could always go back. I try to be somewhat methodical about it all. Like, make sure I'm, like, clearing, like, one area after another and all that. Oh, wait. Right here, too. Why are there, like, 3 bone sharks immediately on my prawn suit as soon as I get out? Trio right here. Are those tiger plants just throwing spines at the bone shark? If so, good on you, tiger plants. You can plant those around your base, by the way. I don't know if I want to plant any around my big base downstairs, but I don't know. Maybe I can put some maybe I could put like a bunch of planters on the far external part of the base. Put some target plants there. What am I at? I'm almost full.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I literally just have room for this one more. Tiger plants. I gotta think about that. Because I know some people use them to act as whoa, no! I accidentally pressed the spacebar button and flung Stompy to.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Here we go. Pop in a spadefish. Keep the bioreactor going. Oh yeah, somebody did mention to me, appreciated in the comments, that yes, the Cyclops does indeed have a solar power module.
Captain,
I just haven't found it yet,
systems online.
and I appreciate that sort of feedback. Because for a while I felt like I was kind of going a little nuts. Oh man, so many. Wait, yeah, it's not full yet. Yeah, I could have sworn. I could have sworn this Cyclops had a solar reactor. I knew I already had the one for the sea moth. Maybe that one comes as default. Part of me is like, maybe it was just a mod that added it for the Cyclops or something. But no, it's there in vanilla. I just didn't get to it yet. I suppose I could look up which of the wrecks it is. I know I stumbled on a couple of wrecks that I didn't fully explore. I was definitely at a stage in the game where it's like, I feel like I have everything I need. But just knowing that I wasn't totally crazy is a nice affirmation. I may be losing my mind, but it's not completely gone yet. Alright, let's look at all my quartz. I'm pretty sure all this is quartz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just call it 10 because this isn't full. It's so converted down, that would be 5 more things of quartz. 6. It's around 20. Around 20 things of glass. Pretty sure that's got to be enough to finish all the alien containments I want to do. Pretty sure. And have some glass spare to make glass hallways and such. Oh. It's the one that's in the terrain. The one stupid quartz in the terrain. Brought me way ass out here again. Oh well. That's my own fault. Here we go. Here we go. Let's grab these. Drill, drill, drill. Wake up juice. Honestly, I wouldn't mind the bone sharks so much if they wouldn't keep shoving me off my route. Keep shoving me off target. Stay on target. Stay on target. Forgot to top off my vitals again up there. Anyone who plays this on freedom mode, I don't blame you. The game's interesting enough just managing your oxygen levels. If you don't want to bother with food and water, I totally get it. I don't blame you. I like throwing it into the mix as like a thing to be mindful of. And frankly, I think the food and water mechanics are generous enough that it's not a huge thing. It's more of the challenge to oneself to keep mindfulness going. There's a biggie there. This is just going around in pitch darkness following these little pips on my scanner. I couldn't even bring a flashlight. Durin, you couldn't even bring a flashlight? Maybe I should bring a flashlight. On the other hand, flashlights make you swim slower. That's alright. I'm not doing speed runs. If you want to do speed runs, you wouldn't be doing this. Bone shark. That's right. Ixnay on your residence pay. Coming out of the darkness like that. Glad Stompy 2 is a little tough. Not tough enough to put up with an endless onslaught from lava lizards, but still pretty tough. Ah, poor Stompy 1. Let's have a moment of silence for Stompy 1. There. If that seems like a short moment, just remember, the game's time scale is accelerated, so that was longer than it felt like. That's my excuse. Pure darkness. Jeez. Like when I first started out playing this, I would never do this. I would never have done this. Now it's just like I'm just so comfortable with the whole thing. It's like, yeah. And again, I'm mindful that that comfort like engenders the sort of apathy that got Stompy 1 destroyed. Stay away from me, Mesmer. You, on the other hand, You come with me. I think a Reginald is a pretty good source of fuel in the bioreactor. So I guess ultimate. How many of you are there? So that's when bone sharks get the worst. It's when like it's like several of them just right on top of you. Death of 1,000 paper cuts. At least the Leviathan is a proper threatening monster. These guys are just pests. How's my storage going? Oh man, I have so much
Welcome
space.
aboard, Captain.
Still have so much space. And the sun's coming up. It's gonna be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Take that. Oh man, there's so much quartz. I really think this is going to finish me off. Now the scanner detected some titanium in the area and I got a lot of this wreckage. Maybe I'll grab up some of that too. And I've got the room in my Cyclops. Might as well. But not now. Not yet. So I have 1 billion tons of lithium. I'm gonna have a lot of quartz. That guy just came out of the ground. That guy just came out of the ground. Listen, Subnautica 2 developers, Crafton, whoever, whatever the drama's going on over there. As long as the fish ain't coming out of the ground, neat. It's try to make fish stay in water in the next game. Let's try to do that one. Let's try to do that. Keep the fish in the water. The exception of the sand sharks. They get a pass. That's their mechanic. That's their thing. Let's not have every fish be like the sand sharks.
Seek fluid intake.
Wait a second. That's the fake one. That's the lie. That quartz, that's the one that was in the terrain. That's a lie. That's not quartz. That's lies. Let myself get all turned around here. You're not gonna get me again, quartz. I'm gonna get tube fish though. I'm already full? Alright, let's go toss some stuff. Buddy, I will stab you in the face. Man, oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Other than the fakie, is that it? Is that it? Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. That makes me happy. Why not? I got room for a couple of these. There. Alright, I just cleared this of all the quartz. Really tempted to move the scanner room a little over there. Because I know there's going to be more picked up in the crash zone. Or, wait. I don't know that. I suspect it. But I know there's a few over there. Although if I'm going to move this, do I really... Dude, I literally just landed it there. If I'm going to deconstruct this and build a scanner room somewhere else, maybe I don't want to use up those fish quite yet.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
A lot of quartz. A lot of quartz. Titanium, however. I'll drop those guys there. And then clear you out. Yes, I see my water blinking there. Don't you worry, guys. It's going to be satisfied in a minute.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
I hear you, PDA lady. Don't you worry. That's some of my old lead there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. 6.5 more things. It's 12. 18. Over 20. Over 20 of them. Nice.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's do some bonus titanium. Metal salvage, yeah. Whatever. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Now, I'm not going to be as thorough with the metal salvage as I was with the quartz. It's just not needed. Mostly because down in the lava zone and Lost River and all that, there's still plenty of titanium outcroppings I can get. Heck, there's still titanium outcroppings up here I can get. Of watching the shadows of the fish on the ground. That's weird. Oh, you know what? I guess it just can't arrange the individual metal salvages enough. Oh well. Like I said, I'm not going to be totally thorough about getting all these. Just enough to have a little extra boost to my titanium. I was going to grab a few more of these right around here and then pack it up. Take my Cyclops back down to the Lost River. I've yet to decide which route to take, because the closest route is probably the worst. Through the deep Grand Reef. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. Let's head on back. Let us head on back. Let's go get Stompy. Turn off my life pod. Just a thing popping up on my HUD that I don't need.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's do this. Having some loose titanium could fill in the gaps there. Yikes. I just have one titanium too many. Oh well. You can live there. Let's go deconstruct that let's go deconstruct the little base. Are those solar panels? I can't tell. There we go. I think I had 3 of them on there. Yeah, there it goes.
Warning, emergency power only.
Am I gonna have enough space for all this? I don't think I've ever carried. Multi-purpose room, bioreactor, hatch, solar panels. Guess I did have enough space. Now I can't see anything. Where is the front of my Cyclops? Way over here. so dark. Hmm. There. There. There we go. Top off my vitals. And I think I'm just going to head north.
Engine powering up.
And we head north, and I think I'm going to take the big tunnel near the mountains. It's the longest drive. Not the longest drive. I think if I went to the northwest entrance at the northern kelp forest, that'd probably be the furthest. But let us leave the crag reef behind. We had a lot of fun. But it is time. It is time to get back down into the depths, everyone. Yep, that's one of the little crash zone little mesa thingies, I think. Still crag field. Probably going to get back through the grassy plateau region pretty soon. I think this is another one of those mesa things. Oh yeah, no, I'm right here. Just gotta raise up a bit. Good old reefbacks. Good old reefbacks. Look at the little guy up there. He's just a little guy. Oh, I'm heading right towards the reapers again. Hey, buddy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Man, they're so cool. Alright, getting our light back again, guys. Enjoy it. Probably the last daylight we see for this run. Until the, very end when I actually build the rocket. The rocket! I could have built the rocket while I was up here. Oh well. We'll do that later. We'll do that later. Now, while I'm here, is there anything I want to snag from my base, or any sort of materials I want to bring down with me? I don't think so. I think I'm good. I had a problem getting that one chunk of lubricant, but that was only needed because they wanted to do a bioreactor. See, here's one of those wrecks. Pretty sure I've checked this one all the way through, though. Again, it doesn't matter. I don't need a solar reactor fragment or solar panel, what you call it, upgrade for the Cyclops. Whee! It's not quite as dramatic as when you do it in the Seamoth, but it's still kind of fun. I'm heading not quite due north. I'm a little off kilter because I want to avoid Sammy the Safety Reaper up near the nose of the Aurora. I continue on this route. Yeah, this is going to descend down to the mushroom forest there. Reaper is living right over there somewheres. I'll give him his space. I saw a post on the Subnautica forum not too long ago. Oh, look, some lithium. Talking about ways to edit some of the INI files or the whatever you call them, settings files in the game to give better pop-in. I've briefly considered like applying it. I saw some videos indicating it's a nice little upgrade. I just haven't done it because I'm a atrociously lazy person. But having mentioned it, maybe I'll do it one of these days. At the end of the run when it matters the least. Maybe I can do it and test it. Maybe the performance hit is just too much for my rig. So I only have a kind of mid-range system. Another Reaper right over there. So I'll kind of skirt along this way. Oh, I won't descend that deep. Nope, don't want nothing to do with those amp eels. No. 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 I guess I could have activated the, Wow, trees, you guys are going nuts. I guess I could have get the, what do you call it? The decoy launcher thingy online. Basically, gonna look for this big bulb here. Yeah, another one. Yeah. I think down here is the actual entrance. Maybe it's more off over here to the right. So there's one of the vents, I think. The alien vents. I think. Yeah, no, that is nearer to, this is the little nuclear valley here. There's a wreck down there, and you can find nuclear reactor fragments. So I want to go more over this ridge. This little chunk of terrain. I got Reapers right over there, I'm pretty sure. But the hole leading back into the Lost River should be right around this. Here-ish? What? Yeah, I think it's right down there. Let's begin our descent. Is anything leaking? I think so. Damn you, Ampiel. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Let's turn around. Takes 3 days just to turn this big bad boy around, but it's a dense school of fish right there. All right, back in we go, guys. sure I'm not gonna bash my tail on the terrain as I go down. The green hue is coming in. We're either playing Fallout 3 or we're in the Lost River again. Let's keep an eye out. There's that ghost Leviathan that likes to come up the passage a little ways. So once I get down there, one of the first things I'm going to have to do is start turning those 13 and a half cabinets full of quartz into 6 and some odd cabinets full of glass. Love how the walls look in here. Looks so cool. Looks so freaking cool. There he is.
Rig for silent ahead slow.
Just kind of give him some space. 'Cause, you know, Leviathan's a little temperamental, you know. They get envious of other big fish. That's all I am. One big fish. River Prowler, you can get out of my way. Alright, you can stay over there, buddy.
Ahead standard.
That is the hole down to the lava zone. Let's see it. Continue on down here, we will pass by the alien research facility, the busted alien research facility. You can see my base off in the background through the terrain. That's a kind of quirk of the game. Your bases are always more visible than the terrain is. I don't know about always, but from a much further distance anyway. I guess it helps help a player find out where their base is from far away, but it's also just a limitation of the old game engine. Game's 10 years old, 11 years old. What are you gonna do? There it is. There it is. Still haven't thought of a cool name for this base. Cove Base. Horribly uncreative. Let's take my Cyclops, give it a put it in its parking spot. There.
Engine powering down.
Let's go check, see it close enough to the thermal vent to recharge. Tis. That's all I wanted to know. Turn this on to glass real quick, and then I'll probably end this session. And then next time we just get straight into the building. That's a bunch of gameplay sessions. It's just resource gathering. Glad that I did a few. I did a bunch of sessions off stream. Preserve my voice a little bit. Preserve my sanity a little bit. But I think it's good to have a good chunk involved in this. It's what it takes. It's kind of how it goes. If you want to do anything other than the bare minimum for a playthrough. Give me that quartz. One of the exercises I learned way back when I was a theater kid. Roll your neck. Roll your neck. You feel little pops and creaks going on. I'm an old, decrepit man, disintegrating under the weight of time. In addition to that, about a little over a decade back, I had a friend. I still have a friend, but back then he really had major back problems. He was really going through a hard time, and he tried a bunch of options. Eventually, just wound up on a regiment of just various kinds of stretches and everything. He took inspiration from I don't want to call it a martial art. It was a practice called Bogda or something. I think it was Thailandese or something. And it was all about, focusing on tension in the body, especially with your tendons. Instead of stretching your muscles, it's all about stretching your tendons and finding different poses that could pull your tendons in as many ways as possible, really. Just get as much range of movement, range of motion out of them. And it's referred to as a martial art, but it was really just stretching and light exercise to keep the body just kind of limber. I don't know if you can call that a martial art because it didn't really have anything to do with fighting, or maybe it was. Maybe he was only looking at the part that was about limb and joint wellness. Maybe there was a whole extra aspect to it that I wasn't aware of. Anyway, the point of the story is I picked up a bunch of stretches from him particularly for my shoulders and arms. Like you can get your tendons, different positions by the way you twist and bend, and like um, the I'm blanking, the order that you pull it. Anyway, that's in the story. There's all sorts of ways to stretch your muscles and your joints, and your tendons. And I've picked up a haphazard slapdash sort of pattern of these sorts of stretches, body mindfulness, that sort of thing. Zero dropped frames. Last several sessions I've had a few random slowdowns, but none here. Oh well. Internet connections, man. Internet connections. Glass, glass, glass. I probably could have converted this and still had plenty of power in the Cyclops, to tell you the truth. But it just would have moved this amount of time spent into one of the other runs, one of the other sessions. So I guess ultimately it doesn't matter that much. And again, talking about quality of life mods, there's a mod called, off the top of my head I can't remember if it's called Quick Craft or Easy Craft, and maybe there's one of each, maybe both mods exist, but it's a crafting mod that makes it just a lot simpler. It will draw straight from containers that are near you. So like all the quartz that's in my lockers right behind me, I wouldn't have to turn around and go pull it all out of the locker. That would skip that step. Great quality of life. Like if you want to build and you just have gargantuan gobs of materials in your lockers, you can just start throwing stuff up like it's like you have a hangover. It's nonsense. But again, I challenged myself with doing a vanilla run. I've done runs with all the mods and built bases with the quick craft or easy craft or whatever it's called. I've done all those things. I've done the runs with the mods that make recipes way more expensive. And those are just extra grindy sort of sessions. Gotta find like 12 different prawn suit fragments or something silly like that. Or the Death Run mod. I might do a run through the Death Run mod. Maybe a couple. That was fun. Start off. It's really fun early game. A lot of the difficulty it adds, you kind of just get used to it and becomes kind of nothing by the mid and end game. In fact, if I were to do a Death Run replay, I might look for a mod. Maybe try to make one myself, I guess. That would allow me to avoid having to build a Cyclops. Because all you really need the Cyclops for, strictly speaking, Only thing you need the Cyclops for in this game is to build the shield generator module. Because you need the Cyclops' own internal crafting, default crafting thing in order to make that. So I would just want to add it to the recipe list for these general fabricator units. It's like I said, in Death Run, by the time you get to that point, you're used to all the extra challenge. You've overcome like the starting hobo phase and all that, and just having to schlep around to get the materials just to build the Cyclops, just to have access to its fabricator. Yeah. For a challenge run like that, like, it's all front loaded. Like, the difficulty is all at the beginning. By the end, it's just, it's not really adding much. Almost done, I think. Do all this glass, top off my vitals, probably do those titaniums that I got from the wreckage. Because each alien containment's going to need a couple titaniums as well. So it's slightly less than half of what I would need in terms of quartz. But still close to half. Misclicked.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Alright, alright. Let's see, which one of these is the next one? This one, I guess? Alright. Okay, let's go get some vitals.
Vital signs stabilizing.
That'll go for a while. I have to finish this off. Oh, it's my lid. Lid. What about you? But you're all empty. I could have had more quartz in there. I gave up too soon. I gave up too soon. Guys, I'm sorry. I ruined it. Pretty sure these are all lithium. A stupidly huge amount of lithium. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep. Tons of lithium. These guys are all glass. Oh man, that's right. That's right. I had a whole bunch of glass down here too. Oh man. And a couple over here too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I think I might have overdone it. I don't know about overdone it, but I definitely have more glass, I think. I definitely have more glass than I needed. Strictly needed just for the alien containment. Again, that's fine. I'm planning to use more glass than just that. Alright. One of these is partly full. Let's try to keep things together. Okay. Let's turn this into regular old titanium. This should go a little quicker, I think. So 44 titanium. Alright, I think that might be all of them. Alright, I'm going to turn these into titanium. That's going to end this little part. Guys on Twitch, I will be back in a little bit. People on YouTube, I'm sorry, you're going to have to wait until tomorrow. Polish this off and go get myself topped off of my vitals, go get in my seat. And that will be part done here. Finally done with my resource gathering. Well, no. I'm not going to say that. I'm done for now. I have more than enough, I think, to continue the next stage. And I think after that, I'm going to need to go get creatures and eggs from all over the map. Okay, there it is. Plant this. Make these. Grab a bunch of these to top it off. Alright, let's go sit down. And guys, I will see you on the next time. Take care.